I have two things to run by you.
Oh, okay.
Ymir wrote a letter to Historia, and Reiner was the one holding it.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm sure she wants Historia to know what she's up to.
Okay, that makes sense.
Is that not what you meant? You wanted to know why'd she give it to Reiner? Or where is Ymir? Why would she write a letter?
No, that is dead-end thought.
Okay.
But regardless, I think that Ymir is probably either dead, a Titan again, but like a, whatever Titan, like not an intelligent one, or back in the other society or world.
Maybe captive.
Yeah.
Maybe they just have her there.
But I can only imagine that the letter would be like an apology / like saying that she cares for her,
I mean, Ymir's not gonna... Ymir and Historia know what to say to each other and know what they should say to each other.
Yeah.
And so whatever she says, there has to be a strong enough reason for her to write a letter. I don't think it's going to be filled with lies. It might be heartfelt. It might be informational.
Yeah.
Like, is informational a word? It didn't sound right when I said it.
It might be full of information.
It might be full of
my other thought is not at all connected to it, but in my head it was, because I was thinking, like, it's anime. Who would be the person who hands Historia that letter? I know that Hanji has it, but come on. Like, who do you think's going to hand it to her?
Well, no wonder Reiner wanted to have it, so he could give it to her.
Yeah, but like now, who do you think's going to give it to her? In my mind, it was like, it's clear who the character would be.
Who do you think it would be?
I think it's no doubt going to be Eren.
Oh, okay.
I just think they've developed Eren and Historia's relationship enough.
The most.
That, yeah. That in my mind, at least, I was like, oh, well, that's going to happen at some point. And then I thought, okay, this is crazy Ben theory time.
Oh, God.
Yuri had an idea that the world was coming to an end. The world as we knew it was going to collapse. Eren had flashback memories when he had that interaction with Historia and Rod, right? Mm-hmm. Is there a moment that Yuri, because of his bloodline and because of that exposure to the bloodline, was able to see more than Eren just saw, and that's why he had this prediction of what was to come? And would that happen, / would it not be the perfect time for that to happen when Eren would be handing this note to Historia?
Oh, it could be cool to have them have to, like, have there be a contact. But with a letter in between, I could see that being a big moment, or could be used as.
I could draw it in my head.
I like it. Yeah, I can see it in my head too.
I like that. Regardless of if that happens or not, it did I was thinking of that moment happening, and then I was like, well, Yuri did know more, and so did everybody else, right? In the lineage knew more.
Or at least had some piece about how things were.
Granted, that could be passed down through actual, just dialogue or texts, but I don't know. It could also, I think, be something that you just kind of learn from, the previous people, or, if King... If the original king had this premonition and passed it down, the other civilization might have also had that same... idea of something happening in the future, and that's why they're acting the way that they are now. I don't know.
There's still that giant question mark of why did humanity have to be ended, especially if they didn't seem like the one we're in, the civilization we're in, doesn't seem to me to be the one that was doing where Ymir's from, where they were just injecting people and pushing them off the walls. I feel like it's a separate place. I'd be more mad at that place than this place. Because these were just a bunch of people living inside walls, not hurting anyone. So I'm like, what did these people do for you to make them think they were so dirty and horrible and evil? When it doesn't seem to me, they could have been the same. But it doesn't seem to me like they were the ones creating more and more Titans. Seemed like they were just being passive and just not doing anything. Oh! what if the blame wasn't on these people at all and it was the fact that Aaron's dad was with them? If they saw Aaron's dad as a villain, a brainwasher, someone who made you into this, what if the reason you hated these people was because of him?
That's true. But
he went there.
Yeah, that's true.
They took him in.
Yeah.
He became a part of their society. And then everything bad happened. Or that was a bluff.
It was, yeah. I don't think it was a bluff. I want to get to that after this. I like just because like feel like I'm on a train of thought, but I don't know if I can like go totally. There. I'm thinking about Ymir because you just brought her up, and she was given the name Ymir, right?
That's not even her real name, yeah.
Just like within her flashback by this, some would say cult. Or religious group meeting in a cave. And it was illegal for them to be practicing that.
Because they were calling her...
Lady Ymir.
They were saying she had the blood of the king, yes.
Yeah.
It was traitorous.
Was it traitorous because it was inter-belief and religion based off of the society that we are in currently? Or is it like a third thing?
It seemed like it was traitorous because the focus was on the fact that she was proclaiming herself.
Who is...
blood of the king.
Which side is the king on?
There could be multiple kings.
Which side is that king on?
Well, we don't know. They never gave a name to the king, did they?
No, but I'm just like suggesting, okay? So I had that thought, and then we have in Ilse's notebook, Lady Ymir, right?
Yeah, because... that was the Titan that must have traveled with Ymir, maybe.
Okay.
Because it looked like it was the lady that was injected right before Ymir.
You're right. I forgot about that part. I was just thinking, like, which side did this come from?
Well, this is a place to think.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, back to the beginning of the episode when we had the interaction with Zeke and Aaron, which was by far one of the most interesting parts of the episode, I'd say, right?
Yes.
I want to look at the looks they gave each other.
He was like, you don't look anything like your dad. Which is, I think Aaron does look a little more like his mom. I would agree with that.
I think so. I at some point in the series, I commented about how Aaron and his mom look so alike. Like in their eyes and
you
eyebrows.
saw the guy's reaction just even upon seeing Aaron from a distance. Just keep
That's the
that
most
guy.
Interesting part to me. It's like, how do you recognize him?
It's like he knew. He just knew. Maybe it's... I don't know. What is it? Look at that. Okay, what is that facial expression? Is that like his brows are upturned at the ends? His eyes are wide. His teeth are gritted.
Look what he's saying. He's got Titan marks around his eyes. So he's surprised that this individual has Titan marks around his eyes. Is he surprised
because... But it's like a negative surprise almost.
Is he surprised that Aaron has Titan marks around his eyes? Or is that the humans have the power of the Titans as well?
I don't think he's surprised about that.
I agree.
I think he's surprised because...
Is he the...
I think...
That's Aaron, yeah.
Oh, and then it turns almost to sadness.
It's like hopeful sadness. Are you Aaron Yeager?
It's like he looks like... That's why it doesn't feel like a bluff, because his face reads, oh my god, you might understand me. We're connected somehow. When
I found out who my biological parents were, this is the face I made when I asked them if that's who they were. I swear to you. Like, it was like a hopeful, like...
Was there fear? Because it looks like there's a little
Oh my god,
there,
it's fearful. Because what if, what if they say no? What if it's I hate you? But also... There's a lot more going on in this man's life than mine.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe his life's fairly simple.
If nothing else, I'm taking him with me. You look nothing like your father.
And it's like it almost seems eager. Like there's an eagerness to speak to Aaron.
How did he immediately know that was Aaron?
Because of the Titan marks on the eyes.
Okay. So he knew that Aaron Yeager was the Titan.
I'm sure Reiner and Berthold
filled
him in.
What? Believe me, I know what you're going through.
And there's like kind eyes here, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to like you.
How does he know what he's going through?
Because Reiner and Berthold told him. We're both victims of your father.
That's why I'm like, how do we know? Like,
at what time? Before Aaron's father came to the walls or after?
Could Aaron's dad be the person who made Zeke into a Titan?
Could Aaron's dad be the one that was over in Ymir's town with the ability to turn people into Titans and push them off the walls? Is Aaron's dad just like a immortal mad scientist with evil plans?
I don't think anymore. But the whole, like, we're both victims of your father. I know what you're going through. What's the only shared experience we know that they have? They're both Titans.
Yeah, they were both turned into Titans, and I'm assuming by Aaron's father.
I don't know who Zeke would have eaten, but...
Had to eat someone. Or maybe he didn't eat someone right away. Could have been like a Ymir situation.
I 100% think they're related. They totally could not be, but like at the moment, I'm like...
Because you're showing they overlap the
transition,
eyes.
Yeah.
The transition of Zeke's face to...
I'm reading that as
Grisha's
Aaron
face.
seeing their similarity.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, because then he looks like... Then they show his face right after.
Yeah.
And I don't even think... You're right. Maybe he's not even being triggered by brainwash as the word.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, man. And then I like Zeke's like, let's call it a draw, Levi, please.
And then he says he's gonna come back
Someday
to
I'm
rescue
coming back
Aaron.
to rescue you. Yes, that's interesting to me.
Well, he believes all these people are dirty and filthy and horrible and evil. So maybe I guess Aaron doesn't count in that. Aaron doesn't count.
Which throws everything I think out the window about how Aaron and that power would cause something, because Zeke has no ill intent towards Aaron. He's not like, in my mind, it would have been like, you, how dare you, you know, if he knew something was going to happen. But it's like
Or if he was mad that Aaron was the one that had the coordinate.
Yeah.
And he wanted it.
But it's not that. Someday I'm going to come back to... So is there a way to extract the coordinate without killing Aaron?
Maybe, but it doesn't even feel like it's like a we want to take it from you. Him saying, I'm going to come back to rescue you, and the way he looked at Aaron doesn't seem like we're going to have someone eat you when I take you back to my house.
No, I agree, but we also have to remember what the Beast Titan Zeke was saying and thinking, like when he was like, oh, we'll wait for them. They're coming here. It was very coordinate-centric, coordinate-focused, you know?
Yeah, but that could have been before he actually faced Aaron himself. And maybe his emotions came out here.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not truly convinced that Reiner and Bertholdt and then like Zeke are like completely meshed with like goals and wants and missions.
I just assumed that Zeke. I assumed that they were, since Zeke is their higher up.
Yeah.
What did they call him? What was
Oh, he was like their way to get back home.
No, the other episode, they like referred to him not as a commander, I don't think, but as like something.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what it was. It was some type of title.
Yeah. War Chief.
Oh, War Chief. Okay.
And that gives me
Chief makes you think that he's like in charge of all of them, not just in a military aspect, but life and commerce and medicine, and so it's very loaded. I feel like that word. But there's war in front of it. I know.
This show makes me feel like I don't know how to feel things. Like, I don't know what feeling's what. I don't know how to, like, comprehend what I'm feeling.
How did you feel when... How did you feel when... Obviously, we've already talked about it. Aaron saying to Levi about the sea and recalling those conversations with Armin. How did you feel when Aaron admitted that he had basically forgot about the goal or dream of leaving the walls this whole time because he was so clouded by hate and trying to avenge his mother and being angry?
I felt like it was true. I felt like it fit, and I felt like that's what I've been seeing.
Yeah, and it made me think, remember when we had that conversation with Armin on the stairs? I guess that was like a few episodes ago. I'm not really sure exactly what episode it was, but we obviously saw Levi's part of it. We questioned the facial expressions that Aaron was making in that scene, and now I feel like it makes a little more sense to me. I agree with you. That it was like he was hearing it again for the first time in years.
He was like, what are you talking about? That's not our mission.
That thing that we used to say we wanted to do. You're so freaking right. Why have I not been thinking about that thing? I want to do that with you.
Yeah. You forgot about that hope.
Mm-hmm. The dream of this being more than just kill all the Titans and then it's okay if you just die.
There's a reason to kill all the Titans. It's not just to kill all the Titans. Yeah.
There's something after.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
like,
a good way
it's
to
like
put it.
Eren
There's
forgot that there was life after defeating the Titans.
Yeah. All right, that's all I have. You?
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time. I like just because like feel like I'm on a train of thought. I like just because like feel like I'm on a train of thought. Because like feel like I'm on a train of thought. Because like feel like I'm on a train of thought.